The universe holds secrets yet to be told, mysterious signals, forgotten worlds, intelligence beyond our understanding. Step into Future Echoes, where past, present, and future collide. Are you ready? Part 1. Intro. The question of time. There's nothing closer to us than time. We live in it. We race against it. We fear it, mourn it, and sometimes we wish we could turn it back. But have you ever stopped to ask, what is time really? Is it a true river flowing forward, carrying us from birth to death? Or is it just a sensation, like a smell or a sound, that flickers and fades within the mind? Part 2. Time in Ancient Thought. Aristotle. Long ago, humans looked to the skies for answers. They watched the sun rise, the moon fall, the tides shift, the seasons change. They began to count, to divide, to measure, and gave this invisible rhythm a name: time. But measuring something doesn't mean understanding it. One of the first to truly dive into the nature of time was Aristotle. Over 2,000 years ago, sitting beneath stone arches in ancient Athens, he asked, if nothing ever moved or changed, would time still exist? To him, time wasn't some separate thing out there. It was simply the measure of change. Without motion, no before, no after. Time, he said, was just the shadow of change. It didn't exist on its own. It wasn't the foundation of reality, but a tool we use to make sense of what's happening. Part 3. Absolute Time. Newton's Universe. Nearly 2 millennia later, another great thinker, Isaac Newton, watched an apple fall from a tree and saw the world as a giant machine. In his eyes, time was real, and not just real, absolute. To Newton, time ticked forward uniformly, unaffected by the universe's events. Whether you stood still or moved, whether the stars exploded or galaxies collided, time kept flowing at the same steady pace. The universe was a vast stage, and time was the silent metronome behind the curtain, beating on forever. Part 4. Einstein, Breaking the Flow of Time. But then, in the early 20th century, came a wild-haired genius named Albert Einstein, and he broke the stage. He told us that space and time weren't separate things. They were part of one woven fabric, space-time. And in this new world, time wasn't fixed. It could stretch, bend, and slow down. Massive objects like planets or black holes could warp time itself. Speed, especially near the speed of light, could compress it. Time wasn't ticking evenly for everyone. Suddenly, the universal clock had cracks. Part 5. Proof in Experiments and GPS. This wasn't just theory. In 1971, physicists Hafele and Keating flew atomic clocks around the Earth on jet planes. When they returned, the clocks on board were slightly slower than the ones on the ground, proving Einstein was right. And today, the GPS on your phone needs to adjust for these time distortions. If it didn't, your directions would be off by miles. Without Einstein's theory, you'd never make it to your destination. Part 6. The End of Universal Now. Einstein didn't just change physics, he changed how we see reality. In his universe, there is no single universal now. Each person, each location, experiences its own version of the present. It's like we're all watching the same movie, but each from a slightly different frame. Part 7. Time is a trick of the mind? So now we ask again, what is time? Some neuroscientists believe time might be an illusion created by the brain. Our memory allows us to recall the past. Our imagination lets us predict the future. The difference between the two creates the feeling of time flowing. But if you strip away memory and anticipation, if you live only in the present moment, then what happens to time? Does it vanish? Is everything just still, like a snapshot frozen in eternity? Part 8. The Block Universe. All times exist at once. Now comes an even stranger idea, the block universe. According to this theory, time doesn't flow at all. Everything, past, present, and future, already exists simultaneously inside a giant four-dimensional block. You're not moving through time. You're simply located at a particular slice within it, like a frame in a film reel. Nothing begins or ends. It all just is. In this view, every moment of your life, your birth, your heartbreaks, your future dreams, already exists. The only thing that changes is your perspective on where you are in the block. Part 9. Free will, illusion or hope. But if the future already exists, then what about free will? Did you really choose what you just did? Or are you simply discovering the parts of the block you already occupy? That's the haunting implication. But it also offers comfort. If the future is already out there, then maybe, just maybe, what you're hoping for already exists, quietly waiting for you to catch up. Part 10. Conclusion. Where are we in time? So, what is time? Is it a river, a ticking clock, a brain trick, a four-dimensional sculpture? Maybe time is how the universe speaks to itself, a language written in change, echoed through memory. Or maybe time is a door, and understanding it could let us step into something greater, something timeless. I don't know exactly where you are in this block of space-time, but if you're still listening, still wondering, then maybe, just maybe, you're flowing through this mystery with me. Stick around with Future Echoes, where unanswered questions from the future still whisper through the present. The journey of discovery never ends. Are you ready for the next mystery? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to explore more untold sci-fi stories with Future Echoes. See you on the next voyage.